Dobrodošli u novu epizodu podcasta Otvorena Prilika. Danas uživamo u glavnoj bazi EUFOR-a. Sa mnom je kapetan Niall Fleming. Welcome, Captain.
Thank you so much. Thanks and welcome to Camp Butmir. It's a pleasure to have you here and I'm delighted to be on the podcast.
Thank you so much. How would you introduce yourself to our people?
Well, I suppose first and foremost, Captain Niall Fleming is my name. I'm from the Irish Defence Forces. I am serving in the military, I think 11 years this year coming. I'm a husband, I'm a father, and I'm very much into my sports. I'm very much interested in history also as well. I've been here in EUFOR since February of 2026. My official appointment here within EUFOR is as the mission spokesperson. So I work, I suppose, on behalf of EUFOR. I am the official spokesperson for dealing with all media queries and that as well. So yeah, I've really enjoyed my time here so far since February. But that's kind of a brief introduction of me.
What was your first impression when you came to Sarajevo?
Well, my first impression of Sarajevo, it's funny, it actually was my first time in Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Really?
When I actually came, I came in 2016 with my then girlfriend and my now wife. We were on holidays in Dubrovnik and we took a day trip to Mostar and we absolutely loved it. We thought it was amazing. Little did I know, I suppose 10 years later, that I'd be coming back here in an official work capacity. So when I landed in Sarajevo, I was taken by the beauty of the city. I'd never been, I'd read about it, and I'd heard many good things, but it shocked me because it's quite different than Dublin, but it's so beautiful. I'm really fond of the city. It's a very vibrant city, it's a very lively city. There's lots of history obviously as well. And people are very warm and have been very welcoming. So yeah, I've really enjoyed my time here so far and getting to, I suppose, getting to know the city, getting to know some of the people, getting to experience the culture here. It's been thoroughly enjoyable, and it's so much so that I've actually had my family come visit on numerous occasions out here already. So I think you'll see a lot of Irish tourists coming here over the next couple of years based on my recommendations. So yeah,
that's great. Thank you.
Yeah, no, you're most welcome. They're delighted to come. We just need a direct flight is the next thing. Yeah.
You travel around Bosnia or being just in Sarajevo?
Well, I suppose my work takes me all around Bosnia and Herzegovina. Predominantly, I'm based here in Camp Butmir. It's the headquarters of EUFOR here. So my day-to-day is here in Camp Butmir. But from time to time, we have various different events. I've been in Mostar, I've been in Banja Luka, I've been in Visegrad, I've been, many places. I've been very lucky like that. And also sometimes at the weekends, if I have some downtime to relax, I've been able to get to travel a small bit around the country as well. So yeah, it's been beautiful. I mean, I've really enjoyed that opportunity to go and see different places because, as you know, Bosnia and Herzegovina is a very unique and a very culturally diverse country as well, but very culturally rich as well. And it's just been incredible to get around and to see it. It's a very different experience than Ireland, but I've loved every minute of it so far. It's been great.
What about our food?
The food, I really like burek.
Really?
Yeah, cevapi. Big fan of, and I'm a big coffee fan as well. So Bosnian coffee has been incredible. I really like my coffee. So yeah, I bought a little set with the pot and everything, and I'm not sure I'll be able to make it quite as good as it's made here in Sarajevo, but I'm going to bring it home and try.
So when you came back?
I'll have to introduce it to Ireland and show everybody the Bosnian coffee, but they mightn't like my version maybe. It mightn't be quite as good, but the food has been excellent. I mean, yeah, cevapi, incredible. Also baklava, I love a bit of baklava as well after dinner. It's great. Yeah, it's so nice. But it's quite different than Irish food. But it's really nice. I love like my meats and stuff like that, which is obviously good for being here when every meal seems to have a lot of meat. But it's been great, lovely. Yeah.
What is the main difference between our people and Irish people?
Difference. I would actually say there's quite a lot of similarities, if I'm being honest with you. I'd say there's a lot of similarities. I found everybody here to be very open, to be very friendly, very welcoming. very helpful as well, especially when somebody's walking around lost in a city and not sure where to go or not really quite sure on the language and to ask someone. People have been very, very open and very helpful. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. And I think Irish people are known for our open nature, our how we communicate. We're quite friendly and welcoming people. I think we have a saying in Ireland, Céad Míle Fáilte Rót, which is 100,000 welcomes. That's how we greet people in our native language. But I feel it's quite similar here as well. People have been very nice, very friendly, and very engaging so far, I have to say. So I think there's actually more similarities than there are differences between people here and people at home.
Which place of Ireland will you recommend us to visit?
It's very difficult. I mean, so when people come to Ireland, obviously naturally enough, no more than here or any other country, they tend to be drawn to the capital city, which is obviously Dublin. But I mean, we're very lucky in Ireland that we have many beautiful places. Now, the climate and the weather might not always be as good. That always helps. But the West Coast is really particularly beautiful in Ireland. It's very rugged, very scenic. And there's a new tourist route along the West Coast called the Wild Atlantic Way, which is amazing. And there's some incredible views, incredible scenery, cliffs, mountains, beaches. It's beautiful. But if I was to really give you somewhere that's a little bit different, I'd say Cork in the south. It's a county in the south of Ireland, and particularly West Cork. It is just, the pace of life is wonderful down there. It's such a beautiful place. People are very welcoming. It's quite relaxed. It's a slower pace of life than the city, but it's a really beautiful place. Yeah, so West Cork, yeah, and it happens to be where my father is from as well. So I'm a little bit biased, but yeah, it's a beautiful county. So.
And what should we try?
If you're trying, first and foremost, you got to try an Irish Guinness. I mean, you can get a pint of Guinness here to drink, but or all over the world. But you have to try a pint of Guinness if you're having a drink, of course. In terms of food, we have Irish food. What would I recommend for somebody? I suppose something traditional would be like bacon and cabbage, or turkey and ham would be another thing. It's kind of like a roast dinner that we would have with vegetables, potatoes, and meat. That would be quite traditional for us. Maybe not so much anymore. We've become more open, and we now have a lot of Italian influences, Asian influences with our food. But that'd be a traditional Irish meal. The likes of bacon and cabbage, turkey and ham, or a beef stew would be another thing that would be quite popular in Ireland.
What you'd miss the most when you are in Bosnia from the island? Except your wife and your
yes,
children.
you just got me. You just got me to that. Of course, my family are the most the most that I miss. I suppose, yeah, it's my friends and family. Of course, when you're away from home and working away from home, that is the thing you miss the most. Being able to spend time with your friends and family. But I've been very lucky that they've been able to travel and come and visit me here as well, and they've thoroughly enjoyed that as well. But the other side of it is when you're deployed with a mission like here in EUFOR, you get a whole new circle of friends, and you become nearly like family because you live together, you work together on a daily basis. And as you may know, there's 24 troop contributing countries within EUFOR here, so you're exposed to various different cultures and various different people and that as well, which is great. I've made some incredible friends here already thus far, and I suppose there are people here that I will definitely be staying in contact with for years to come, and maybe I might get a chance to travel to their countries as well. But yeah, if I had to say, of course, it'd be my friends, my family as well. Yeah, of course.
And what your work day looks like?
So my work day, a typical work day, and it's very hard for me to say a typical work day because that can change from day to day and week to week, but a typical work day maybe starts at about 8 o'clock in the morning, and I go to, there's an update brief that we all have that kind of updates people on the various activities that are going around on in EUFOR all over the country. I'll then come back to the office, and we'll have a smaller meeting amongst our colleagues to sort all the different jobs that we have to do within strategic communications and public affairs, events, which is where I work, obviously. We've an excellent team of almost 20 people. That is, I think we've 6 different nationalities, 7 if you include local as well here.
You must include those.
Certainly, they're the backbone of the office here. So we've a great team who work very hard, and we all have very different roles. Obviously me in the public affairs office. You have people in the info ops section as well. So we've a very diverse team, and we essentially we would plan our days ahead. At any given day, I'd imagine there's 2 or 3 people gone to a certain event, maybe with the liaison and observation teams across the country, supporting local communities or local events. And then it's, it depends, around maybe 11 o'clock I've got a break for a coffee because I don't function too well without coffee. Mainly then it's the likes of, my work mainly entails engaging with the media, drafting press releases, press statements on behalf of the commander, briefing commander of EUFOR, Major General Fronda, before he goes to various different events or if he speaks to media. And then I suppose also responding to media inquiries and covering all the various events and the key leader engagements that the commander of EUFOR might engage with. So that could be local leaders, representatives, political leaders, religious leaders and cultural leaders. And then I will write and publish the articles then on his behalf. So that's a kind of a typical day. But other days then I can be out and about traveling as well to various different events, supporting events that we have across the country too.
And your free days?
My free days.
Do you have a free days?
On occasion I have free days. Yeah, so I mean on the free days I like to just maybe relax a little bit as well. It's nice to go for a run or go read my book in the city and grab a coffee or something like that, just to relax and have some time to recharge my batteries. But sometimes I've got a chance to travel maybe as well. To go to like the likes of Mostar and these sort of places. I've been very lucky like that. But usually when I'm off, I like to just maybe catch up on a few phone calls with family, go read my book, have a coffee, do my laundry, all these jobs that you've got to do. But that's kind of just to recharge my batteries and go again for another busy week. But it's great.
You mentioned the projects. Do you have a lot of projects?
Yeah, so we have various different projects, and as your listeners may know, EUFOR has 20 liaison and observation teams. So they're essentially various different countries who are based in cities and towns across Bosnia and Herzegovina. Their role, I suppose, is to interact on a local level with the population, with local communities, and to keep us informed of any developments, and also to ensure that we know what's going on in these local towns and villages, and to see, most importantly, how we can support them through various different events. For example, we had recently we co-hosted with some of the local law enforcement agencies a kids' day in Visegrad. So we had kids from various different backgrounds, and we had a multi-ethnic event where we had a capability display. So EUFOR had our explosive ordnance disposal team there, and obviously the dog that we have, who is highly skilled, did a demonstration with the team. We had our aviation detachment there as well, showing the kids the Chinook helicopter that we have, and we had some of our personnel from the multinational battalion there as well, showing them some of the kit and the equipment that we use on a daily basis. So that was really good to see. That's an example of one event. We supported many different other events, such as blood donations locally here and also further afield. The Mostar Marathon, we had people there supporting as well. So there's many different events.
You're running, or?
I didn't run on that occasion. I didn't run on that occasion, but maybe next time. I missed the Sarajevo Marathon, unfortunately. But we had some participants. We did indeed. We had a large number. I think maybe over 100 people from EUFOR participated in the Mostar Marathon that time, and it was a huge success. So various different events like that. And I suppose also within strategic communications, within our branch, we also engage with young people through universities. We go around to the various different universities, and we've had really, really interesting and engaging conversations where we make a presentation outlining the roles, the daily activities that EUFOR carry out, and then we also have a question and answers session with the students as well. They've been really good, and not just for the students, but I think for us as well, because it gives us a chance to listen, to hear, and to really see, what people are thinking or what people's perceptions are of EUFOR and how we can improve to ensure that people know why we're here, what we're here doing, where we are, how to contact us. So yeah, they've been excellent, So yeah, we've various different events. We've a huge number of events that we're constantly engaging with people at, and it's great, yeah.
Now I'm asking you your questions. Where are you? Why are you here? How we can contact you?
Of course. I'll have to refer everything to our website. Yeah, so obviously where we are, I'll start with that. We're obviously Camp Butmir here in Sarajevo. This is our headquarters. And we've three elements within EUFOR. Our EUFOR headquarters here, which coordinate all of the activities of EUFOR. We have a multinational battalion made up of various different countries, which provides the troops. Those troops then from the multinational battalion, predominantly they do some patrols, and they also do some, predominantly is training and exercises with local agencies such as the Armed Forces of Bosnia and Herzegovina and the law enforcement agencies as well. So they're the manoeuvre group, the kind of what people would expect of a military element, I suppose. And I suppose, for example, on a weekly basis, they will be conducting continuous training with the likes of the armed forces, with the likes of the law enforcement agencies as well, to ensure that we're coordinated and we can work side by side and in unison with them, if and when required. But it's an excellent way for us and for the local authorities to also learn and learn from each other's experiences. So that's excellent as well. And I previously mentioned the liaison and observation teams that we have. So currently we have 20 liaison and observation teams. They're based all around Bosnia and Herzegovina in all of the major towns and cities. We're hoping to maybe expand that number maybe over the coming year or so. But as I said, their main function, and they're probably the most important function that we have, or personnel that we have within EUFOR, because they are the link between us and the community. And at the end of the day, that is the most important thing, that we have good and strong relations with local communities all throughout the country, no matter where it is. And it gives us, I suppose, an ability to support them communities if and where we can then as well. So they're based, as I said, all across the country, and then both EUFOR headquarters here in Camp Butmir and the multinational battalion is here in Camp Butmir also.
How we can contact you?
How you can contact me? So, I mean, on our website, if you go, it's the EUFOR-BiH.org, I think is what it is. As it says here in front of me. If you go to our website, there's many different ways that you can contact us there. You'll have email addresses and stuff like that there as well. But also we have a very visible presence on social media too. So we have Facebook, we have X, we have Instagram, we have LinkedIn now also recently. So through our various social media platforms as well. But predominantly there's ways and means that you can get information on our website. That's our primary source of information, where we have various different, we've the location and contact details of all the lot houses throughout the country. So if you don't know where our lot houses are, there's a section on our website that'll show you exactly where they are in your local city, and they have their phone numbers and their email addresses there that you can contact them. And then if there's any press inquiries, they will obviously come through our main public affairs office. But the website is a really good source for information regarding upcoming exercises, any training that we're conducting. We have various mine awareness tools there as well, so it's a very good resource there, and I would really encourage people to engage with that. But particularly our social media channels, I'd encourage people to follow us on, as I said, Instagram, X, Facebook, or LinkedIn would be fantastic.
Your general goes to schools to speak with students. You go with him?
I do indeed, yeah. So we're a dynamic duo. We come as a package sometimes, but yeah, we've had some really engaging conversations with students. Particularly one to note was here in the University of Sarajevo, where we delivered a presentation, and I delivered the presentation regarding EUFOR, our roles, our activities, what our mandate is, and some information on that. And then we had a panel discussion involving some of the lecturers and the professors from the faculty there, and we had some questions and answers from the students. It was really engaging, that conversation, because I mean it's important for us, particularly for the likes of students. It's great because they're such curious minds, and they've such really sharp and intelligent questions, and it prompted some really rich conversation. And obviously for them to get a chance to speak with Major General Fronda was fantastic. But I know from Major General Fronda, he really appreciated that as well. And anyone who's heard him speak will know that he loves engaging with people. So it was a really good opportunity to do that, and we're hoping to do that again into the future. Obviously, the students are on their break now at the moment, but we'll certainly be opening that up again and continuing that. It's excellent. But most recently we were in Banja Luka, we were in Mostar, Zenica, many different universities, and it's been really excellent way for us to communicate and open the channels of communication between us here in EUFOR and particularly the young people as well.
How you find the faculty? Do they send you invitation, or you send the...
Both. I mean, I suppose
Can we send you invitation, for example?
Certainly, absolutely. I'm open to any invitations, and I'd love to go to Birchgo, for example, somewhere I haven't been and where you guys are based. I would love to go. But yeah, like I suppose that's where our liaison and observation teams come in. So they will have contacts within the local community, and they will be in contact with the various universities, with the various authorities, the local government there as well. And I would encourage anybody, as I mentioned, to go to our website. There's a section where you can locate and you can contact each of our liaison and observation teams, and that's probably the best point of contact for people locally to engage with EUFOR, is through that. And absolutely, we would be open to any invitations like that. Any invitation for us to engage with people, we're happy to do so.
That's great. I'm asking you, so what is your opinion about our students? Do you have some question that stay in your head after the speaking with our students?
As I mentioned, we've had some really engaging conversations with the students here, and it's really heartening to have these conversations. They're so inquisitive, so intelligent, and I think it's really they're really representative of the people here of Bosnia and Herzegovina. I mean, they were so bright and bubbly, and it surely filled us with enthusiasm, and I have no doubt that based on them interactions, as we mentioned, they're going to be the leaders in politics, in business, in local communities. I mean, from those conversations, some of the really inquisitive questions they asked, and some of the really intelligent observations they had, they blew us away. So, I mean, I think it's really heartening, because I think they represent the future of this country. And if that's the future, I think it's a very bright future looking forward. So we've really enjoyed them engagement so far.
Wow.
It's been excellent.
I hope so.
I have no doubt.
We are here in special, actually, point, because in end of August and start of September, you will have something big in Bosnia and Herzegovina. Can we say it like that?
That's for sure. It will indeed. So we every year we have annual training exercises that we conduct. Now these are periodic. Every year we do them. We had one very successful earlier on in the year called Combined Response. That was where we worked very closely with the armed forces of Bosnia and Herzegovina to train and to finally put ourselves through an exercise at the end, which took place in Meneča, which was very successful. The reason for that is to, I suppose, practice our command and control, our interoperability with the armed forces as well, and that was highly successful. As I mentioned, and as you mentioned, there's another very important one upcoming. So we have quick response. Again, this is an annual exercise that we do every year. This exercise commences on the 17th of August and will conclude on the 3rd of September. And basically what this exercise is how we deploy our reserve forces from various different troop contributing countries to augment EUFOR's personnel here if we were required to do so and the security situation required it. This, as I mentioned, it's an annual exercise, so this is just to I suppose, exercise our logistical capabilities, our integration with regards to in-processing of our personnel, and to ensure that they're ready and have operational readiness to deploy here to Bosnia and Herzegovina if they were required to do so, if the security situation was required to do so. However, that's not something we anticipate anytime soon. Thankfully, the situation is very, very stable, and but again, this is an annual exercise, but it's a very important exercise for us because, I mean, it keeps our troops sharp and prepared and ready to respond if and when required to maintain a safe and secure environment in line with our mandate. This exercise will run over a number of weeks and will run throughout Bosnia and Herzegovina in various different towns and cities and training areas throughout. We have a number of our troop contributing countries, the likes of Austria, Albania, Bulgaria, France, Italy, Greece, Hungary. I don't think I'm forgetting anyone there, who will deploy additional personnel here to the mission area. As I mentioned, they will augment the numbers here, so they will provide both troops and some aviation capabilities as well for logistics too. And this year also we've also partnered up with our colleagues in KFOR, who will deploy a small international force from Kosovo here, just to be able to practice them procedures in terms of deploying personnel here if it was required to do so. Particularly also this year, again, we have a lot of coordination with the armed forces of BiH, and they will also be partaking in this exercise as well. So it's quite a complex operation, and as I mentioned, it will be throughout the country. Over the coming weeks, people will be made aware. We'll have an information campaign that will inform people of the various different activities and training locations where exercise quick response will take place. So yeah, we hope to inform people more and make sure that people are fully informed of that exercise. But it's great. I'm delighted to be here today speaking about it so that people can start to realise it. But we'll be releasing more information locally in the areas when that exercise comes up.
Which information can you give us? You said there is a lot of information that we will give in the future. Which information can you give us?
Can I give you, again, like I mentioned, the various different countries who will be deploying, we will be deploying various different assets. So it's not just personnel, we'll also have some aviation assets that will deploy as well, that we will exercise in conjunction with our colleagues in both KFOR and the armed forces of BiH. Some of the scenarios and exercises, they'll be both urban and rural exercises through various different scenarios that will be determined by our training cell here, with in mind with I suppose that's in line with our mandate. And I suppose, it's the reason for this exercise is to hone our own capabilities and our interoperability with our partners. For ourselves, it's the likes of the logistical effort, moving, as you can imagine, moving all that equipment into the country and then personnel into the country is a big undertaking, a big task. How we deal with that, and also then to practice our command and control elements. So how we communicate and operate with each other, our various different units, particularly when you're coming from different militaries, different settings. It's important that we regularly practice these things so that we remain operationally ready to do that if we were required to do so. As I mentioned, the locations, some of them are still being finalised at the moment, so I won't give the exact details on them because they haven't been finally confirmed, but we're working in close coordination with the armed force of BiH in order to finalise that, and once we do, we will be ensured to inform the population in those locations so that they're very much aware of what is happening in their towns and cities, and that they understand what the reason for this exercise is.
Can we watch that exercise?
Certainly, absolutely. We'll, as I said, follow our social media, and there will be any amount of content there for you to watch and see. But yeah, there will be lots of information about it in the weeks leading up to it. As I mentioned, the exercise starts on the 17th of August and runs until the 3rd of September. So for that period, there will be a lot of we will have a lot of content on our social media, and also we will have some media days as well, where the media will have a chance to come and to observe some of the activities that we're conducting as well there.
We will be there.
Certainly, why not? Why not? If you wish.
Yes, we wish.
Consider yourself invited.
Thank you. We will come.
It'll be our pleasure. It'll be our pleasure. Fantastic.
Can we bring the cameras and everything?
Why not? Why not?
Be sure and secured.
Why not? We'll get you there. You'll be on the front lines. You'll see everything from the front seat.
We don't want to be in front line.
Okay. From the sideline. We could give you guys a job. No, it'd be great. Absolutely, it'd be fantastic to have. And I mean, it's important for us to have, I suppose, local media there to cover and to engage with us and to see what we do and how we do it with our various different partners, whether it be domestic here within the armed forces and BiH, but also our international partners, and how we are capable. I suppose the objective of such exercise is to show and to practice and to demonstrate that we're a visible force, we're a very credible force, that we can act if required, and we're also impartial as well. So just that's the really crucial bit, is that we're impartial. We don't act against anybody. We're here in line with our mandate to support a safe and secure environment for all citizens throughout the country.
What is the vehicle that you will demonstrate?
There will be many different vehicles, because each country will have their own different vehicles, whether they be armoured personnel carriers or aviation assets. They're all very specific to their own different countries, so it's very hard for me to give a definitive
Can we try to drive that vehicle?
I'm not sure you're qualified. We can get you on a course.
Yeah.
We'll get you qualified, no problem.
That's great.
Yeah, no problem. I'm not qualified, so maybe you'll be better than me.
But can we drive with someone who is
Yes, of course.
Really?
Oh, of course, yeah.
That will be great.
We can arrange that, yeah. VIP treatment.
Oh, yeah.
You'd expect nothing less.
No, seriously. For the people of Bosnia and Herzegovina, for example, you are in my city, can I come to watch? And after that, can I see the inside of the vehicle? Can I see anything inside?
So for this exercise, no, unfortunately, that won't be possible for an exercise like this, because, as I mentioned, we're looking at our own internal mechanisms in terms of exercising our troops to make sure they're operationally ready. As I mentioned, we will have some journalists there to cover it and to broadcast it to the media, but unfortunately it will not be open to the public. But that's why we'll hopefully have plenty of media there to cover it and to inform people correctly of how we do these things and what we're capable of doing and our purpose for being there as well. But as I mentioned, we'll run an information campaign leading up to that to ensure that people are suitably informed before the exercise and where, why and what we'll be doing in the various locations. But unfortunately these exercises will not be open to the public, but they will be to the media, so it'll be great to have media there to be able to explain it and reaffirm that message with the people.
That's great. We will do it.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And after the exercise?
Yes. So
what's then?
So when the exercise finishes on the 3rd of September, the troops will then depart again, and we'll remain. Obviously, EUFOR, the main element, will remain here. But we'll, I suppose, the aim of it is that with every year that passes by, there's new people who come through and various different appointments. So the reason we do this on an annual basis is to ensure that them people, and whether it be deployed in country here or as a reserve force, or whether it be our colleagues in the armed forces or in KFOR, that we're constantly prepared and we're constantly capable and understand how to do these things and can work so closely together if we were required to do so in an environment like that. So yeah, once the exercise is complete, hopefully we'll have achieved our objectives and we'll be prepared if that was to be the case. But as I said, I'd like to reassure people that I don't envisage that to be the case. Thankfully, the situation is very stable, and we don't envisage that being the case.
You don't need
Good, good, good.
We just want to see them.
I just want to see the vehicles. We can arrange that.
That's great.
No problem, no problem.
After exercise, after everything back to normal, and let's say close the day, for example. Do you agree with me?
Yes, yes, absolutely. So, like, I mean, once the exercise is complete, we'll go back to our normal framework activities, which is supporting the authorities here at BiH through various different means. As I mentioned, we conduct daily, weekly, and monthly training with the armed forces and the law enforcement agencies here within the country. We also just recently this morning, we were assisting some of the mountaineering authorities there with regards to an airlift capacity to insert a medical facility atop a mountaintop. So, like, that is our framework. We're here to support various different authorities, whether they be civil, governmental authorities as well. So that's our framework operations, and that's what we'll go back to after the exercise.
That's great. Thank you.
No problem. My pleasure. Thank you.
We will see you on exercise.
Yeah, absolutely. You're more than welcome, and yeah, we look forward to it. And thank you very much for having me. I really appreciate it. It's been great to have the opportunity to speak with you.
Thank you. Bila je to još jedna epizoda Otvorene prilike. Vidimo se jako brzo sa novim lokacijama i divnim ambasadorima koji slijede. What would you recommend young people from Bosnia and Herzegovina?
For young people across the world, not just from Bosnia and Herzegovina, what I would say to them is to, is to strive for your goals, strive for your dreams, work hard, stay true to your values maybe as well. So, when you're a young person, when you're 17, 18, no more than myself a couple of years ago, you're coming out into the world and you're trying to figure out your place in the world. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there, to try and improve yourself, whether it be through various different educational courses, whether it be through travel, whether it be through various different opportunities at work, or to network with people. So put yourself out there, chase your goals, chase your dreams, and back yourself. And particularly, as I mentioned here, from my interaction with the young people through the universities throughout Bosnia and Herzegovina, I can see there's a very bright and ambitious generation coming through here in Bosnia and Herzegovina. You can see there's almost like a wave of optimism in the country at the moment, and I think there's a lot of positivity, and I think that's been driven by the next generation. So I really do think the future is bright based on that next generation coming through in Bosnia and Herzegovina. I think the future is bright for the whole country. So my enduring message to them people would be to back yourself, chase your dreams, chase your goals, and you can achieve whatever you want when you do that.
Is this your dream?
This has been my dream. It has been my dream. So, when I suppose if I go back to when I was that age, I joined the Irish Defence Forces when I was 19, and it's opened huge amount of opportunities for me to travel, to further educate myself, to meet new people, to put myself out there and have various different experiences that maybe many other people wouldn't get when they were my age. So I've been very lucky with that. So yeah, I've had a great time so far. Did I know I'd be ending up here in 2026 in Bosnia and Herzegovina? Maybe not. Potentially not. As I mentioned, I was here in 2016. I didn't think I'd be back here working here later on in a professional capacity when I had been here as a tourist previously. But no, I'm absolutely, I've been very lucky with the opportunities that have been afforded to me, particularly through work, but also through the support of my family as well, who enabled me to do that and encouraged me to do that and to be the best version of me that I can be.
What is your plan for the future?
My plan for the future? It's difficult. I suppose my immediate plan is to, once I finish the mission, is to go home to my family. We're very fortunate to be expecting a baby, myself and my wife, so I think that'll keep me busy for the foreseeable. I hope to maybe travel a bit more with my family, you know, I've been very lucky to travel across Europe, and I'd love to maybe bring my family further afield if possible as well, and maybe some educational courses as well. I recently completed my master's in college, so I completed a master's in political communication just last year. And potentially there might be another course that I could do that and to progress my career professionally, but also to improve myself from a personal capacity as well.
What is the next step for you are now captain. What is the next step in the army?
Oh, the next step for me, it's to become a commandant, which is a major. Yeah, so maybe I don't know. If this interview goes well, maybe. If not, I might not be. No, I mean, there's various courses and career advancement opportunities within the Irish Defence Forces, and hopefully in the next year I'll be able to complete that course. That can give me the opportunity to maybe progress in my career, to have more responsibility and open new opportunities for me as well. So yeah, we're very lucky especially in my job, and I can only speak on behalf of the opportunities afforded me in the Irish Defence Forces, of which there are many. So yeah, I'm hopefully looking forward to doing that and taking on some new roles and new challenges when I go back to Ireland as well.
We wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Traditional or modern?
Traditional.
Sevdalinka or Irish traditional modern? Music.
Oh, Irish traditional music. Sorry.
Beer or wine?
Nice red wine.
Book or film?
A book. I like to read a book.
Mountains or sea?
The sea. I like the coast. I like to be able to go for a swim.
City or nature?
Nature.
History or the future?
History, definitely.
One word from Ireland?
Diagwit. Hello.
One word for Bosnia and Hercegovina?
Idemo žmajeve.
Thank you.